The Earth has spoken with terrifying power this past year. In 2023, devastating quakes struck Turkey and Syria, toppling cities and claiming tens of thousands of lives. Soon after, Afghanistan and then Japan faced their own seismic disasters. Each event a stark reminder of our planet's restless nature. These tragedies are not just statistics. They are human stories of loss and resilience. Are earthquakes becoming more frequent, or are we simply more aware? Scientists say the long-term average is stable, but recent clusters feel different. The anxiety is real. Are we truly prepared? Despite our advances, we remain vulnerable to the shifting ground beneath us. The Earth's surface is a mosaic of moving plates, and when they grind together, the results can be catastrophic. Each disaster leaves us wondering, when and where will the next one strike? To grasp earthquakes, we must understand the ground itself. The Earth's crust is a puzzle of tectonic plates drifting atop a molten mantle. Where these plates meet, fault lines, stress builds over centuries. When the strain overcomes friction, the rocks snap, unleashing seismic waves. This is why earthquakes cluster in regions like the Pacific's Ring of Fire or the Mediterranean. Sometimes, several major quakes occur in a short span. Not always a sign of increased activity, but a reminder of the planet's unpredictable rhythms. One quake can subtly shift stress elsewhere, setting the stage for future tremors. The Earth's surface is a dynamic, interconnected system. Each rupture is both an end and a beginning in the planet's ongoing story. Our challenge is to read these signs and prepare for what's next. One earthquake can trigger another, a process called stress transfer. When a fault ruptures, it redistributes energy, sometimes pushing nearby faults closer to breaking. The 2023 Turkey quakes showed this vividly. A massive quake on one fault set off another hours later. Even distant faults can be affected by the energy of colossal quakes, though the links are complex. The Earth's crust is a web of tension. A rupture in one place can ripple across continents. This interconnectedness makes seismic risk hard to predict. Recent global quakes may be separate events or chapters in the same planetary narrative. Each tremor is a reminder our world is in constant motion. History is marked by earthquakes that changed everything. The 1755 Lisbon quake destroyed a city and shook European philosophy, sparking the birth of modern seismology. In 1960, Chile's Valdivia quake, the most powerful ever recorded, sent tsunamis across the Pacific, confirming the theory of plate tectonics. The 2004 Sumatra-Andaman quake unleashed a tsunami that killed over 230,000, exposing global vulnerabilities and prompting new warning systems. These disasters teach us hard lessons. The unimaginable can happen, and secondary dangers like tsunamis and fires often follow. Each great quake forces us to improve science, building codes, and preparedness. They remind us that complacency is dangerous on a restless planet. Our progress is written in the aftermath of catastrophe. The greatest threat may be the faults we cannot see. Silent faults like Cascadia off the Pacific Northwest can lie dormant for centuries before unleashing catastrophic quakes and tsunamis. Istanbul's North Anatolian Fault and California's San Andreas are also ticking time bombs, their next ruptures inevitable. These faults remind us that geological silence is not safety. The big one is not a question of if, but when. We cannot predict the exact moment, but we can prepare. Recent tremors are warnings, not isolated disasters. The Earth's silence is a reminder. Peace is always temporary on a living planet.